Perrion. What's it been like to be back on the floor after maybe about 2 months sitting out?
Honestly, it's been fun. Finally got to get out there and get in the battle with my guys, and just do whatever I can do to help them, and try to get back into the groove. It's been a little bit of a rough road, when it comes to like my conditioning and just getting back into my rhythm. But I feel like I've been doing pretty well, and just doing whatever I can to help the team. So it's been pretty fun finally getting back out there.
What do you feel like are the main things that you need to get better at? That maybe sitting out for 2 months has really hurt you.
I think I just need to get better at just my timing, the speed of the game. Sitting out really got me out of my groove a little bit. So just understanding that the game goes a little bit faster than I may have thought coming back. Just those things. Just playing defensive rules. A lot. Defense comes down to instincts mostly, and I think I have good instincts on defense, but just moving around faster, trusting in my foot that it's going to be okay and stuff like that are some things that have been the hardest coming back.
As one of the leaders, the guy who usually has the ball in their hands in the final seconds. Were some of those games you had to watch a little tough? Especially with, I think you had 4 straight games. You guys lost by 2. A couple you had a chance to win at the free throw line. Are those particularly tough for you?
It was just tough because I couldn't be out there to help, and I felt like I was letting the guys down, that I couldn't be out there. It wasn't tough that we were losing. We were playing our hearts out all those games, and we just didn't get the ball to roll the way we wanted to, and I was more just upset that I couldn't help the guys rather than wins or losses, because they played as hard as they could all those games, I feel, and I feel like our team is just as good without me as you guys seeing us win those games without me even playing. So I wasn't upset about how it happened. I was just upset that I couldn't help the guys get the win or help them in any way I can.
On the flip side, how nice was it though to see guys like Jake have career nights? Or see Chad have career nights when you were out.
Man, it was crazy. Just if you watch the film, you see me and Vic on the sideline going crazy whenever those guys are making shots. It's nice because we've practiced with those guys. We've been playing with them for years, and we know what they can do. And it was just nice for they got that opportunity, and got to have some fun, showcase that they can really make shots and that they can really be a big part of our team. And that really was just a fun thing to see. And I was really happy for those guys. And I was happy for everybody that played really well during that stint and that's still playing well. All those guys are still doing really well. So it was great. It was really nice to see.
Have you found that Chris Sarbaugh's offensive game is maybe a little more aggressive, a little bit more different since you came back?
I have. I feel like the fact that me and Vic being out, Chris took on a role that he's always had in him, I feel like, but with us being out, he really just got to explore it and just showcase what he can really do. And I think it's really helping our team. We can really use every guy playing to the best of their ability, and I feel like Chris got that really good chance for him to come out of his shell with us not there, and for him to do that just really shows us that we have guys that have some hidden talent that we can really use when it comes down to the conference games. The conference tournament and these last couple games. But it was really nice to see that guys were stepping up, especially Chris. Being a veteran guy, a leader on our team, he was going out there and doing whatever he could to help us win, and I'm always going to applaud that.
Don mentioned after the first Eastern game that you guys got to figure out how to guard the 3-point line better. How do you do that against Eastern, one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the conference?
Well, last game we played them, we kind of got away from our rules when it comes to our defensive rules. We have something we call the pack line defense, and we have distinct rules on how we play that defense. And last game they hit a couple shots and it kind of got us in a disarray. So we kind of backed away from that and tried to play defense our own way. And as we can see, that didn't help us as they hit, I think, 15 threes against us. So this game, we're just going to go into it and trust in the system. We're just going to trust the coaches. We've seen how effective our defense has been in the league and out of the league, all these games up to this point. And so we're just going to go into that game and just play our defensive rules. And if they make some threes, they make some threes. But they're going to have to make some contested threes and we're gonna hope that eventually throughout the game that those shots don't fall.
Kind of as a team, do you guys kind of look forward to this 3-game stretch to end the regular season? You playing some of the best teams in the conference, and you're fighting for a bye in the first round.
I mean, it's gonna be fun. Honestly, playing like you said, 3 of the best teams in our league, just gonna show us how good we really are, and I feel like it's a really good test for us going into the conference tournament because, if we come out with these 3 really crucial wins, it's gonna give us the utmost confidence going into the conference tournament. And even if we don't pull out the wins, just showing us that we can really compete against these teams because we haven't got a chance to play them yet. It's just going to help us, because we might run into these guys again in the tournament. It's going to show us that we can compete against the best teams in our conference. And the confidence just going to rise from these games, I'm hoping. That's the biggest thing we're looking forward to. As long as we play the way we've been playing the whole season, I feel like it's going to be a really good thing for our team.
What's it say about the depth about this team that you and Vic had led the team in scoring every game I think up to Eastern. You guys, both of you guys go down at some point, and you're still right there for a top 4 spot. What's that kind of say about the rest of the group there?
I've always known honestly how good we were without me, Vic, and if a couple other guys may have went down. Hopefully not, but I've always known that we've been good. We've always talked about it. I think the coaches have always seen it. Like a lot of people may not have had confidence in us going to games like Montana and stuff, but you can ask anybody. I had 100% confidence that we were going to compete really well in that game, and that was going to be a close game. And I had confidence that we were going to win, and luckily we did. But it honestly just shows us and other teams that we really are a good team. Down the line, we're not just going to rely on 2 people to carry us the whole season. I mean, me and Vic had some really good games when we were in there, and I feel like it was just our teammates helping us out because we can't score without our other guys out there. They're the ones either passing us the ball, setting us the screens, and so it just shows that as a collective team, even without us out there, that other guys can pass each other the ball. They're gonna make the big shots. They're gonna set the big screens to get the big rebounds, and it really just goes to show how good we are gonna be in the years to come, and also finishing out this year.
Can you tell me a little bit about the atmosphere of Saturday's game from a player's perspective? Instead of playing at the Calum, you're going to be at Mem Gym, smaller. It's against a somewhat rival in Eastern Washington. Can you tell me a little bit about how it'll kind of influence the game from your perspective?
I feel like it will be a lot more heated in there. It's a smaller gym. Everything's more enclosed. The fans hopefully are going to be a lot louder like last year. I don't know if you guys remember when we played Montana State in there. Those were 2 of the best games I ever played in my college career, and those were in Mem Gym. So just hopefully we can come out with the same energy, same effort. The crowd can come out and give us the same support that they did in those games. It's just going to be really helpful for us. I feel like that we're in that small gym, we can really rally, behind the crowd. Big shot, make a big shot, the crowd goes crazy. Just stuff like that. It's going to help us with a smaller gym. We played in one this weekend at Sac State, and we can see how much the crowd can help the team out as when they went on their run. So if we can get the same support like we did last year in this game, I feel like it's going to be a really great thing for us, especially in Mem.
I want to flip the topic a little bit. What was the first thing you said to Zach after he won the dunk contest for the second time?
Honestly, he FaceTimed me after, we talked about it a little bit, and I was just like, man, Aaron Gordon put up a fight. That's the first thing that gets in my mind, because a lot of people didn't know that, Aaron Gordon can jump like that, but we're in the same class, AU, watched him play and stuff, so I knew what he can do. I just didn't know he was going to come with all that flair, and but honestly, I just congratulated him. Felt like he really deserved it. I don't feel like there's a better dunker in the NBA than him, and like I said, I just congratulated him, let him know that I had faith in him, supported him, and just happy that he won. He has 2 of them now.
Had you seen any of those dunks that he did before? Did you know any of those were coming?
I knew a couple, and one of them he stole from me. He probably won't tell anybody that, but
which one?
The scoop dunk. he threw it up. He scoops it like
Oh
this.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you see my Instagram, I had that on there a long time ago, but he probably won't say that. But I didn't know he was coming with that, but he did it, and it was nice. I kind of had a feeling something from the free throw line was coming because he's had that. He was saving it. He didn't use it last year, and I've seen him do it before. I didn't know he was going to go between the legs from that far, though. That surprised me. I didn't get to watch it live, so I didn't get to, get the real gist of it, so I watched the replay, but he kind of surprised me with some dunks I didn't know he was going to do. He wouldn't tell me what dunks he was going to do, but I'm happy they came out with some stuff to get a win. It was the craziest dunk contest I've ever seen.
Anything else for Perrion?
Good.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.